welcome back. Today I want to do a full brand review of CeraVe's sister from a different mister, CETAPHIL. Now CETAPHIL is actually a derm's favorite. A lot of dermatologists will either recommend you CeraVe or CETAPHIL because the ingredient list is just so simple, and in that way it's also safe for all skin types. So in this video we're going to be analyzing each and every one of the most popular CETAPHIL products, ranging from the CETAPHIL cleansers. They have many, but to keep it simple we're going to be reviewing the CETAPHIL Gentle Skin Cleanser, the Oily Skin Cleanser, and the Daily Skin Cleanser, as well as their two most iconic moisturizers, which are the CETAPHIL Moisturizing Lotion and the CETAPHIL Body Cream. So first up, let's start with the cleansers, and actually my favorite one out of the three, it's going to be the CETAPHIL Gentle Skin Cleanser. This is a great alternative to the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, by the way, but let's just look at the ingredient list for this product. As you can see, it is very simple. The first ingredient is going to be water, then there's going to be cetyl alcohol and propylene glycol, both of which are humectants and moisturizing to the skin. They're basically going to draw moisture and water into your skin and retain it. Therefore, it's really good, especially for dry skin types. Now, the cleansing agent is sodium lauryl sulfate. Some of you might know it abbreviated as SLS. I wouldn't say a bad cleansing agent, it just is a little bit stripping to the skin. So for someone who has oily skin and in an oily skin cleanser, this would totally be fine. I wouldn't be mad at it specifically, but this is a hydrating cleanser, so I really don't know what CETAPHIL is doing in this one. But thankfully, the first two ingredients before this are actually, again, moisturizing humectants and a fatty alcohol, cetyl alcohol, which are really going to counteract the stripping effect of this SLS. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Even if you just try it and feel it for yourself, you would feel how moisturizing this formula is. It really just feels like as if you're cleansing your face with a moisturizer. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. I've tried it for such a long time and it never gave me dryness. So this is why it's important to, yes, look at the ingredient list, but also try it. Because looking at the ingredient list, it will look stripping, but in actuality it's not. And lastly, there's gonna be 3 parabens, and that is the end of the ingredient list. A little bit far back, I would have said, oh my god, parabens, they're so bad for you. Just because, you know, there's this myth around of the clean beauty that parabens are bad. In actuality, guys, we need parabens in our products to preserve them. In big amounts, yes, in theory they can be bad, but in skincare, there never usually are that high of a percentage. The next cleanser we're going to be talking about is the complete opposite of the gentle, and it's going to be the oily skin cleanser. I have tried this once again. Personally, I don't like it. It's a little bit too stripping for my skin, and actually this could in a way be compared to the CeraVe foaming cleanser, but even then they're not the same because the CeraVe foaming cleanser is good. This one, as we will see right now, it will just strip your skin. But let's just look at the ingredient list. There's actually going to be water, then there's going to be PEG 200 and PEG 7. So again, back in the day, I used to think, oh my god, plastic in skincare, that is so bad, that is really going to be damaging for you. And actually, again, guys, no, they will not damage your skin at all. It's what gives that kind of like foamy, very thick consistency of cleansers, which we can see in this. The cleansing agent is actually going to be sodium lauryl sarcosinate. So this is not SLS, this is another form. This is actually a little bit exfoliating for your skin. Again, one of those a little bit stripping. Since this is an oily skin cleanser, let's remember, then that is totally fine. Then there's actually going to be glycerin. I actually prefer glycerins and glycerin derivatives to like HA, for example, because that really doesn't hydrate at all. Like, glycerins really are great for the winter time. Surprisingly, they went in with panthenol kind of at the end of the ingredient list, but still, it is vitamin B5, pantothenic acid. It is super moisturizing, especially to find panthenol in moisturizers and creams. It's gonna be great for your skin, especially for dry skin types and people with eczema. Oh my god, I love it, even if I have oily, acne prone skin types. And lastly, this has fragrance. Now, fragrance, I think it's totally fine, specifically for my skin type. I don't mind it at all. But if you have maybe sensitive or dry skin type, some skin that gets really red and irritated very easily, I would try to stay away from fragrance as much as you can. So in terms of consistency and experience, it is great at removing excess sebum, but really, when you're washing your face, I could literally feel my sebum getting removed and stripped out of my skin. And after you wash the cleanser off, you can feel your skin feeling tight. So it really is not one of my favorites. I would only recommend this again to really, really oily skin type. The last cleanser is gonna be the CETAPHIL Daily Skin Cleanser. Now, this with the name, it actually just gives me an idea to being targeted for normal skin types. But actually, I would say no. This is once again for those oily skin types. It has kind of the same gel consistency, and it has the same smell, a little bit of lemon, because it contains once again fragrance just like the oily one. And just like the oily skin cleanser, this is also going to strip your skin. The first ingredient is gonna be water, then there's actually gonna be the cleansing agent, and that's gonna be again sodium lauryl sarcosinate, just like in the oily skin cleanser. Then there's actually going to be glycerin right after. Then there's actually going to be PEG 200 and PEG 7, so again, just like the oily skin type. Then there's going to be another cleansing agent, the same as the oily skin one, sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a little bit more gentler, panthenol. So yes, even though the ingredient lists contained in the cleansers are virtually the exact same, the order changes, and therefore that means that the end result is going to be different because one is more stripping, one is a little bit less stripping, but overall both are great for oily skin types. If you have to pick one of the two, I would definitely go with the daily cleanser even if you have really oily skin. Moving on to the moisturizing lotion, one of my favorite lotions out there. The ingredient list is great. It is definitely a little bit simpler than the CeraVe one, I would say, but nonetheless it is just as great. So let's look at the ingredient list together. Those two ingredients are going to be water and glycerin, just like any other moisturizer. This is how every moisturizer starts. Then there's actually going to be hydrogenated polyisobutane with another fatty alcohol, which is going to be cetyl alcohol. So again, this is super moisturizing, these ingredients. It also contains macadamia nut oil. Don't worry, even if it's an oil, it's not going to break you out. It's not comedogenic. Dimethicone, not comedogenic either. There's also going to be cetyl alcohol and panthenol, which are all super moisturizing for the skin. I would say if you have oily skin, you could get away with just using the moisturizing lotion. And if you have dry skin, no way you're only moisturizer because you need occlusives. This only has dimethicone. You need a thicker moisturizer, like for example, the CETAPHIL body cream, which we're going to look at right now. Most likely body creams will contain like very thick occlusive ingredients. So for that reason, it's called body, because your skin on the body can actually handle more than on your face without breaking out. Dry skin people and dry skin can actually handle all the thickness that is going to be contained in this moisturizer. So looking at the ingredient list, you'll be able to tell how good it is. So it contains water, it contains propylene glycol, glycerin, which again, moisturizing humectant. There's also going to be PEGs, which do give it a more thicker consistency. Then there's actually going to be those occlusive ingredients, which are definitely super important to reduce transepidermal water loss. Your skin is dry because the skin barrier doesn't work that well at retaining moisture. So you need to help your skin with occlusive moisturizers that contain dimethicone and dimethiconol in this case. Then there's also going to be cetyl alcohol, sweet almond oil, super moisturizing. It is also fragrance free. Now remember, I forgot to tell you that the moisturizing lotion is also fragrance free. So honestly guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. These are the main products, but overall CETAPHIL is a great brand. The ingredient list is, yes, quite simple, simpler than CeraVe even, but the products works amazingly, specifically the gentle skin cleanser, the moisturizing lotion, and the body cream. So I would definitely get those three, which are the ones that the dermatologist recommends. And maybe if you have oily skin and you really want CETAPHIL, then yeah, get the oily skin cleanser or the daily skin cleanser. But honestly, there are so many better options in the market for foaming cleansers that I would not gravitate towards those in any way, shape, or form. So ma'am, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and turn the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads, because sis, let me tell you, we're all about fighting acne, wrinkles, spotlight, examining brands, getting your skincare needs down to the G, and also reacting to celebrity skincare routines. If this sounds like a thing, make sure you join because you'll love to here. Mwah! You can also follow me on my Instagram and on my TikTok, both are random. There's a lot more skincare that you won't see here that you are going to see there, so you definitely should go ahead and give me a follow. And after a random, so still watching, you know what time the video is now. It's time for the Italian word of the video. And since this video was all about sister brand of CeraVe, CETAPHIL, the Italian word of the video is going to be sorella, which is sister in English. Excuse me ma'am, what I think you're doing, you're not clicking on this video. What you need to do is click one of these videos right here, just as informative, informational, when it is video to you. But while doing that, remember to be random and always be random. And I swear, click one of these two videos or you will never find your sister from a different mister, your soulmate friend, never. So you need to click right now if you want to find your bestie.